Right, what's up? Welcome back. Okay, it's time to do the tiger. Now, we're not going to make this project tiger because the tiger's just a work donkey and I'm just painting it black because I want to use it day to day and not have all this ridiculous ginger, which I hate to death. Unlike ginger people, which are fabulous. Anyway, what I'm going to do with this, before we go any further, you kind of join me halfway. All I've been doing so far is took it all off the bike and cleaned it, washed it with loads of soap and degreased it, and I'm just masking up the inside. Now the reason for this is obviously with all this stuff you have to roll over the edge. We've made this point on the Plastidip one and the frost wrap in the past. You roll this wrap over the other side so that effectively it's got a grip around it. If you just spray and you shoot onto that edge there, you get a cut edge which has the propensity to pull back. So just to prevent that, just masking these up. One more to do, and then this will be frost wrappage tigers for the use of. And it's not difficult, just to give it a hard edge and somewhere to rip off. When the time comes, you can get this stuff off with WD-40, but that's alright if it's overspray, but if it's thick and it's gone into areas you don't want it to go, that gets a little bit difficult to get off. So all I'm doing with this, as you can see, is just putting an edge, a masked edge that the dip will go up against the edge of, so when it comes time to get it off, you've got something to pick back and start peeling. You can do it the other way, you can just ghost it out, and then you have to wash it off with WD-40 or thinners when the time comes. Now something else I wanted to mention, and I have been dealing with this, I want to show you this. This is important. Now I believe that anything at all that we focus on or we profile on the channel here, I want to give you all of the feedback I can. What we discover, you discover. That way it's absolutely correct. Now I have found, I went to peel some of this off. Many of you have said, how does this stuff peel off? And did you do a demo of peeling it off? Right, that's the wrap. There were only 2 layers on here, not much at all. So that's it coming off. But what I found is, obviously this underneath was just a thin coat of black, and in picking that I managed to pick the paint off. And I think what it's done is it's got a lot more, this stuff, when it's too thin, does not like to come off. You have to kind of roll it off. So if you're going to do this, the really important thing is to get enough on the job. Get it thick enough so you make a thick vinyl skin that you can then peel off. If you don't do that, it's fine. It's just that when you come to get it off, it's going to be a nightmare. You can get it off, you can use gasoline, I've heard, just literally floats it off, but it does make a hell of a mess, and it's not brilliant for your bodywork anyway. Especially panels like this, get too much gasoline on that, especially with these decals, you'll start actually ruining the paint, and then you just trashed your bodywork. So if you're going to put this on, make sure you put absolutely loads of it on, and this was just matte black, and it has bonded a little bit with the paint underneath, even though that was fully cured. So I would say it's very important to make sure that you've got clear coated paint. That's what I'm going to do. Whatever you do with this, make sure that whatever you're painting it on is clear coated and not porous. It's a fact, it's been tested by Fonzie on the plastidipyourcar.com thingy-bob, that if you spray onto primer being porous, there's a lot more pull to get it off. So it actually ingresses into the surface of the primer, and it's not pretty. So if you're going to put any of this wrap dip stuff on bodywork, make sure it's glossy and shiny. And then when it comes to get it off, you won't have any problems. So that's enough of that waffle. I think you get the message. Right, okay, let's get prepared. Now, contrary to what we've said on a lot of things about making sure that when you paint, you can just use soapy water and stuff. On this job, because it's the tiger and I want a proper job and it's going to last, it's going to do all the way that, I'm going to use proper panel wipes. These are just automotive paint preparation wipes you get from B&Q or Halfords or wherever, and I'm just going to do them.
Then pass me too fast.
Okay. Sorry. Paint preparation wipes, Halfords. Paintwork for the use of, and I'm just going around the edge because you never know what residues are on there. Okay, contrary to everything I've said perhaps in the past about masks, I actually do value it quite a lot. So I've got some proper charcoal impregnated masks. Take a pen for you.
Merci.
And this is going to see that she knows French and everything.
I got come unstuck the other day. I said that to someone. They started speaking to me in French. All went a bit horribly wrong.
Okay, so if you do that across there, look. I know you've got a little tiny nose, but if you just pinch that bit there, come on, you do it, because I want to pinch it. So it squeezes a...
Okay.
Like that, watch, like that. Ready? That's it. Right. So all this is about is getting this edge done, and then on the edges as much as possible. I'm just going to put 3 coats on the edge to start with. Remember, there'll be overspray going over it as well.
Got a face.
No?
Looks like a face. Like from here.
Not my face. Just spot shutting into every little corner to make sure you get that peel over skin over the edge. And when we mount these tomorrow up the other way, they'll be mounted off the ground or off the table so that we can get in around the edges as well. Just one more coat. So we've now given this in between all the coats. There's now 5 coats of this on the inside. This one around there. This is just a case of going over those edges. Right. Right, there we go. Drying times, same old story. It's 8:30 at night now. I'm going to leave this. It's going to take about 3 or 4 hours before that's kind of handleable. Even this wrap stuff takes that long. So in the morning is the best thing to do. I'm going to leave this overnight, then in the morning get them spun over on the other side and start doing the proper finish, which we'll then have overnight because it's a bank holiday weekend, so we've got 2 days to do this. So there we are. Join us for the next bit.